Priya here from Education Street, and as we always come up with new topic, today's topic is risky profile for Canada colleges admission. Now, this is something which I think a lot of confusion is there in the market. A lot of students falter because of this. They get rejections either from the colleges or from the universities, and that leads to a lot of disappointment. And that's exactly why Education Street has today come up with this video to tell you which are the profiles which should not consider to apply for Canada. So I'll go one by one. So the first thing, education gap. So if you have done your degree, that is your bachelor's, say the degree was for 3 years or 4 years, and you have finished it in say 4 years or a year more or a 2 year more, or you had a lot of backlogs into it, you fall under this category of students. If you have education gap, I understand it is something which you couldn't change or you cannot change now. But unfortunately, it plays a lot of importance to the admission officer right there in Canada. We see that typically if the backlogs are less than 10, we may be able to get an admission into Canadian colleges. However, it is more than that. It is going to be tricky, and it may also result to a visa rejection later on. So this is exactly why we want to share this out with you, that if you have a education year gap or two or more backlogs, you should consider or reconsider applying to some other country. You may ask which other countries would take me. Now that depends on what your interest of your course is, and at Education Street we definitely guide you for the same. So saying this, if you have an education gap and someone is telling you as a consultant that no, we can do that and we can really put you somewhere, that somewhere is something that you should always doubt. Your aim to go abroad is to study into a good institution, which leads you to a good job, and of course, your goals and your dreams are reached. So, somewhere should not be a compromised place. And that's exactly what we want to warn you. So, if you fall under this, we understand your issue, but do not apply for Canadian colleges because it may be difficult. If you want, we can definitely try for universities which may fall under the general category, but universities any which ways have higher grades requirement. So colleges may take you with 50-55 percentage, but universities aggregate would any day be higher than 65% and up. So this is where it's a risky profile. Consider where to apply with this profile. So this was my first profile. Second, a complete change of career or course. Let me explain you what do I mean if you fall under this category. So if you are a student who has done BCom and look forward to go for say computer science, you may be having those interests, and Canadian colleges do have a lot of good skillful programs in their institutions. However, Canada colleges are very picky when it comes to a complete course change because they think it is not a genuine transition. Say if you're from electrical engineering, you've done engineering and you're going for say a business program or something which is into computer science, again this is a small transition for you, but for them they take it really really serious. We have seen a lot of colleges reject you for that, and if the colleges reject, even the visa people at the end also reject such a transition. Yes, there is a workaround that we can write an SOP which explains why you're transitioning into this program. Some cases go further, but there are a lot which do not. And that's exactly why we want to warn you again that as a student, I agree, and you should definitely look forward for a career change or a course change if you really want to do that. But is Canada giving you that? Is a question here. And that's exactly where we come in picture as a consultant to call a spade a spade. Unfortunately, there are a lot of there in the market who believe that you should just go about doing whatever and trying to convince a student for false reason, and in that way the student is the one who suffers the most. So this is again something which you need to consider. There are other countries which are far open than Canada when it comes to course change or career change, maybe like US, UK, a lot of European countries. So they are little more open when it comes to a career or a course change rather than Canada. Canada is still very restrictive. Canada is still very traditional when it comes to a change of course. So this profile should also consider again whether it is right for them to go and apply for Canadian colleges. Now coming to the third profile, IELTS not given or IELTS less than 6.5. Now there are a lot of ads which I see myself on the internet. No IELTS required for Canada. IELTS 6 is acceptable in Canada. These are all wrong reasons to fall for. We have seen in the past, yes, you may get admission into some little university or a small university, sorry, a college in Canada. The visa rejection has been as high as 60 to 70% in such cases. So if you're someone who cannot clear your IELTS, cannot get 6.5 to go into Canada, maybe I would say in any country, it is a difficult bet. Firstly, you're going to go into a compromised college, and the visa rejection in Canada way higher. If you cannot crack 6.5 and you have cracked 6, there could be still other countries which have better visa acceptance with this IELTS. But Canadian colleges and Canadian SDS category visa is definitely going to be difficult if you have not taken IELTS or it is less than 6.5. So this is something that if you have it in your profile, I think you should reconsider going to Canada, because you may be falling in for a very high visa rejection towards yours. The fourth profile which I want to discuss here is mature students. We get a lot of students who have finished their bachelor's with right grades, everything right, but have been working now for as good as 3 years, 4 years, 5 years consistently. They have no gaps, they have no issues, they have been rightfully working, they have proof for everything. These cases are also tricky when it comes to applying for Canadian colleges. Guys, you need to understand one thing. Canadian colleges are skillful program for people which, according to their definition, is who have finished their bachelor's, do not have any gap, have good grades, who have IELTS 6.5, and then going after 1 or 2 years maximum and studying out there. Their programs are skill oriented programs for students at that level. If you come with a work experience of 4 or 5 years, for them you are a mature student who do not require this program to come in. They feel you are over and above this program that they are offering you. So in a way, they are trying to restrict you to come to these programs because it is not going to be worthy enough for your money and time. And that's exactly why a lot of colleges reject you, and the visas also see a lot of rejection. So a lot of students who are from this background, and consultants again lure them that yes, you can go with this profile. Please think again, the chances are lesser. Yes, with 3 years experience and stuff, we have sent students, but more the experience, the degrees are in the colleges are not suitable for you. So in that case, you should be looking out to go for Canadian universities, which are 2 year program mainly or 1.5 year program mainly. In universities is the right fit for you. So you may go for a master's or an MBA in Canada itself, but not colleges. So this is again a risky profile for applying for Canadian colleges. Coming to the fifth profile, engineering students. A lot of engineering students see that they can go to Canada with a 1 year college degree and a PG program and get a chance to enter Canada and also work there. This is a good plan. However, the degrees in Canada colleges may not be to your level. So if you are already an engineer and you're looking forward to go for a PG in Canada, we need to rethink about it, because not all courses directly give you the rightful skills. So if you're an engineering student going for PG, it may be a little compromise situation for you. We understand the funds and the economical decision to go to Canada, because it's cheaper than going to US or some other place, but this is not something which may work your way. So this again is a profile which we may restrict directly. The sixth and the last profile that I want to discuss is married couples or married students. So you may be, just passed out, or you may be married for say 2 to 3 years, whatever is the story, they see you as a complete immigrant. The chances even from colleges, the chances even from the visa embassies are way too lesser when it comes to Canada. So if you're applying for Canada colleges, if you're married, it's a complete no, I would say. You should target then universities because your chances are still higher when it comes to general category of Canada visa. Under SDS category, it may be very, very low. So if you're a married case and you're looking out to transition yourself to Canada, it is not a good position. There are other countries which welcome married couples very nicely, very warmly, and I think that's exactly what you should run your efforts towards. So this is the last profile which Canada colleges probably that you should not consider. We are doing this video because we don't want you to fall in traps which are very easily there online. There are a lot of consultants giving you tall promises but delivering you nothing. What goes behind this is your waste of your time and your money. So if you require clean counseling on what your profile is, we understand your issues, we understand your requirements, we would try to fit you in the right place. The right place is exactly where you will be able to grow, where you'll have your success, and that's exactly what we want at Education State. So we look forward if you have any issues and concerns related to Canada or any other country to get in touch with us, and do give us your questions in the video below. Thank you so much.